First interception for Burris in 3 weeks. And Wes Keats slowed up in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage at midfield.
Watch how Lance Fraser's going to show that he's going outside to the flat in this coverage right here. He's right here at halfback, and he's going to make Henry Burris believe that he's heading in this direction, then put the brakes on, stop, and fall right underneath that throw. You can see Burris thinks he's going right to the sideline out into that flat area. He puts the brakes on, comes underneath Nick Lewis, and really baits Henry Burris to throw it there.
Loss of 2, 2nd and 12. Shannon James on the blitz. Gets to Durant, who pitches it away. And now Wes Cates back to the line of scrimmage and maybe a yard, but Darian Durant again saves the big sack.
You know, in this game already, and you've seen it a lot from Durant this season, you get the feeling sometimes that he's in that huddle sometimes saying, you're the bottle cap, you go here, go buy the car over at the curb and turn around, and I'll just sort of make it up as it goes along. He finds Wes Cates, he was going down. Second time he's managed to save big losses. With a little imagination.
But a 2 and out after the turnover. Sakota.
Could be a big field position difference, though, when you think about 10, 15 yards added on.
Marcus Howell will let it bounce, and it just stuck there inside the 10. So there's that field position you're talking about. Marcus Howell was looking for a bounce into the end zone and didn't get it.
It was like that perfect pitching wedge to the green from about 100 yards out here, as this somehow actually just stops on a dime. Howell thought it would just go through the end zone.
Little backspin.
Sucks it back a little bit there, yeah.
42-yard punt, and Marcus Howell had nowhere to go. The 13th man will lamp up. Reynolds. And a good game by Reynolds. John Chick brings him down, but that's a first down run by a guy who was instrumental with a 24-yard run on the final series in BC last week to set up the winning points.
Yeah, and you mentioned him against Saskatchewan this year. 14 carries in August for 112 yards. He also had a 19-carry, 137-yard day against Saskatchewan in October with 3 touchdowns in that one. 7 in his career for Joffrey Reynolds. Likes to play against the Green Riders.
13 on that run, so they give it right back to him. And this time Ray Williams there to bring him down at the 30.
Here's the October 17th game, and he had a big game, especially late. Zone replay, they run so well.
3 touchdowns in that game. The most outstanding player nominee from the Calgary Stampeders. Only 2 stamps in history have won back-to-back rushing titles. James Sykes and Lavelle Coleman. Joffrey Reynolds poised to become the 3rd. Second down, a pump. And Burris looking downfield. He's got to take off, stretching out, looking for that first down stick. And it is a first down for Calgary.
Pretty good disguise here by linebacker Mike McCullough, who will play off and on in that defense. There he is, 45. Watch how he buries himself in the line of scrimmage, and on a snap of the ball, he slides right over to the throwing lane that Henry Burris wants to go to. Burris sees him there and decides, rather than force something, he's going to try and pick it up on his own.
Burris 9th in league rushing, and against Saskatchewan, 10 carries, 74 yards in the first 2 meetings. They stay on the ground, and Reynolds with another first down run, or close, as he is hit right at the first down stick.
You know, and the movement in the defense for the Saskatchewan Roughriders, I truly believe, can be tough when you're trying to throw the ball, because all that movement makes it awful difficult for the offensive line to protect. However, it can be vulnerable when you're moving and leaving gaps on defense to the run game.
Took a 103-yard lead into the final weekend over Fred Reed and has 30 so far. Demetrius Summers checks in now. Then Summers takes the handoff. Tries to get outside, and he's dropped by the middle linebacker Ray Williams at the 50. And Summers close to 3.
And this is not a shot at Demetrius Summers, who of course is so much younger and less experienced than Joffrey Reynolds. But if Summers right here, if he sees this bounce right here in the vision, he's got a big gain to the right of this formation and a one-on-one with Ray Williams on the backside. He decides to go with the pack and then gets caught up in the mesh. That's where Joffrey Reynolds is so good with that vision to bounce to that open area.
Reynolds back in, 2nd and 7. Burris over the middle, look for Copeland, incomplete. Flag is thrown, and they'll call pass interference on the Rough Riders.
I believe it was Chris McKenzie. He had some help from Jarrell Freeman, the linebacker, that were both going down the seam with Jermaine Copeland. They know in key situations, Burris likes to go to Copeland, little outside fake there, then down the middle. That's underneath help.
Saskatchewan number 39. First down.
They're tough to tell from that angle, but Chris McKenzie was on the back of Copeland.
Jermaine Copeland, who had 3 first down catches in that late game-winning drive for Calgary last week at BC Place. Final play, first quarter. This drive started at the Calgary 11. First down now at the Rough Rider 39. Pressure on Burris, and flags are flying. And he'll just throw it away. As the rush was on, and penalty flags in the holding area.
Yes. Marcus Adams, great penetration up the middle. Looked like he got spun around. I wasn't sure who was blocking him.
Holding, Calgary number 68. 10-yard penalty, still first down.
That's right in the middle, and that's Rob Lazio, number 68, the center. Rob Lazio. And number 51, Marcus Adams, tries to cut back between the two, and you can see he grabbed and spun him around.
Lazio, the former Rough Rider, traded for Wes Cates. 1st and 20. And on the ground for Reynolds, who doesn't get anywhere. There's John Check. And that is the end of the opening quarter. And the home side with the lead by a touchdown.
They make it very difficult to audible at the line of scrimmage and communicate.
But Calgary's defense did dig in, because there's actually negative yardage for Saskatchewan since the opening drive. But I think everybody wondered what kind of bounce back we'd see from the Rough Riders after last week.
They really needed to come back in that first series. They did, and a lot of it rests on the shoulders of Darian Durant, who made a couple of big plays, and that one to escape Milton Collins on the safety blitz was the one that extended the drive, and it really did make a statement.
See if Calgary can extend their drive. 2nd and long. 2nd and 22. And Burris throws over the middle, and that caught by Copeland close to the original line of scrimmage. And it will be 3rd down.
And it looks like the Calgary Stampeders may be on to something here. And what I mean by that is they're looking into that matchup where they get Chris McKenzie. And they're trying to get Jermaine Copeland so far on Chris McKenzie, who is the replacement for the veteran Eddie Davis. That's about the 3rd play in a row that Henry Burris has looked to that side, and the first completion in front of him, and he also has the pass interference call.
Stamps will work into the wind in this 2nd quarter and will not try a 47-yarder. Doesn't look like the breeze is really substantial. So they're just playing the field position game. And that one going for the corner, and it's going to reach the end zone. So not what Burt Dales had intended. And Dales taken out at the sidelines.
That was
Jason Claremont, yes. And Burke Dales going at it.
And Claremont threw Dales, Chris, right into the cameras down on the sideline. And he didn't like it much. You have to have one player responsible for the kicker, and just in case he goes down and tries to recover the football in the end zone, and Claremont just roughs him up and takes him right out of the field of play.
So a single point, the Stamps are on the board, 7-1 the score. And the Rough Riders will go to work at their own 35. Double tight end formation. And he's going to go long. Looking for Armstead, and overthrows the intended target who had a step on Brandon Browner. So a good start tonight for Saskatchewan, something Darian Durant was looking for after falling behind in the last two games against Calgary.
I think we have to come out, start fast, and let's see if they have the type of firepower to keep up with us. You know, the games that we've made comebacks in, we've been down the whole game pretty much. So let's see if we can flip that around this week, and let's get up and let's see how they play from behind and see if it's a different story.
Here comes the blitz over the middle. It's a completion. Johnny Quinn across midfield. Well, they got the quick start, and now they're trying to follow up here early in the second quarter.
Great recognition here from Darian Durant to see right here Carpenter up in the line of scrimmage and the voided area in behind him. When he sees that, he knows he's got one receiver, and Quinn going to the middle and attacking that part of the field. He sits down, and good pickup. Recognition from Durant.
24 yards for Johnny Quinn, who had a touchdown in the overtime win against BC. And now Cates finds a little running room down to the 46. Tim Johnson, the middle linebacker, with the tackle for Calgary. Just to follow up on Darian Durant talking about having to come back in Calgary. They did not lead in the overtime game until the second round of overtime. It was a lot of football, 88 points on the board, and they didn't lead until their last touchdown.
Then, of course, Calgary matched. Tie it up.
Had Saskatchewan won that game, this would not have been for first. The Rough Riders would have had the tiebreaker by winning the first two, but that tie kept Calgary alive here in the battle for first as Andy Fantuz has his 5th catch of the game.
Boy, there's a subtle difference between a good receiver and being a great receiver, and watch one of them from Andy Fantuz here. He's going to push his defensive back deep, and then as he makes his break, he doesn't go on a 90 cut. He brings it back a couple of steps towards the line of scrimmage and creates a little more separation between he and Shannon James.
11 more for Fantuz. Here's Durant rolling and looks for Rob Bagg. That's incomplete. Pass delivered low, and Bagg unable to make the catch off his shoe tops.
Yeah, and just enough pressure there from Tate George from the Calgary Stampeders to make it a little bit more difficult for Darian Durant to get into that throw, to really turn his shoulders and get there. To the right of your screen here, number 91 steps up the field and is in chase, and Durant just can't get his shoulders around to get enough into it.
Second and 10 at the Stampeder 35. And some movement there.
Interesting look there, though, even though the play doesn't count. That was Dwayne Carpenter going right back to the middle to the free safety
Legal
spot.
procedure. Saskatchewan number 66. 5-yard penalty. Still second down.
Left guard Chris Best moved prematurely. So it'll be 2nd and 15. Rough Riders on the cusp of field goal range here. Looking to extend the drive. 4 receivers wide side. Durant, quarterback draw. Darian Durant down to the 30-yard line. Well, that'll set things up for Luke.